What's up, you guys? Josh out here in Singapore, and as always, thank you so much for joining me on the Night Out podcast. Don't mind the voice, nose is a little stuffy at the moment, but I'm still on here, still kicking it, still trying to pull together all of my thoughts so I can actually explain what the hell I'm thinking at the moment. You guys, I've been thinking a lot about my workout regimen. I'm not that good, you guys. I start over more than anybody I know, but the point is, I do start over. So whether I take a lot of breaks, or I take a break here and there, or I take a break of like 8 months, which is definitely what I did this year. I took a break of 8 months, you guys. That hurts just to say that out loud. But I definitely took a break mostly because I don't know. I couldn't find the time. I wasn't able to make the time like I used to. It was different. Something changed, I guess. And I felt like I just was running from pillar to post. I had a lot of things going on. I was helping a lot of people. I was happy to be doing the work, but for some reason I just couldn't get it together. So I put it on a back burner. I mean, walking around, taking baby girl to school. I mean, I got exercise, but not the point where I was going to be building any muscle. More like I'm just staying active. I've always told people that, it's funny, I want to gain weight. And they said, well, just work out and stuff. Or you can just, not do as much as you've been doing. But that's the truth. I don't sit still long enough to work out. But that's not what I want to talk about today. So I want to talk about this idea, people say, it's either day one or today, one day or day one, right? They always talk about one day or day one. And I like that idea. It's very cool. But I tend to have a lot of day ones. So my counter to that idea of one day or day one is, what if every day was day one? What if you set it up like that? No, every day was day one. Not like Groundhog Day where it's repeating the same shit over and over. But what if every day was the first day of the rest of your life? What if every day was the first day of the next adventure, or the first day of the next chapter, or the first day of, you're falling in love with your body, falling in love with working out, putting work in for your business? Like, what if every day was day one? What would that look like? How would that feel to you? Would you be excited? I mean, I'm always excited at the beginning of anything, right? Beginning of new project, beginning of new work, beginning of new clients. I get really excited. And a lot of times when I go to work with new brands, I get, full of ideas. The possibilities are endless. I just am on fire. I'm very, very excited. The same thing with working with new clients. They start to tell me their story, which, I mean, I blank canvas. I have no idea what they've been through, what they're dealing with at the moment. And until they start to paint the picture for me, it's wide open. It could be anything. I don't know if I can help them or not, right? So I come to it with an open mind, and it's such an amazing feeling because it's this fresh energy. I love it. It's the first time you wear new clothes. It's the first time you go window shopping with a full paycheck. It's all of those new feelings, and I love it so much. So I'm wondering, can I make a go of it if I kind of decide that every day is day one? Today is the first day that I'm going to do this. This is the first day that I'm going to eat well. It's the first day of my relationship with Source. It's my first day manifesting things. It's my first day of treating everybody with kindness no matter what happens in the day itself. It could be any of those things, but I wonder if I could keep up that energy. So it's all well and good, right? It's all fun and games. Yeah, of course you can keep up the energy. But when you put it into practice, when you come into the 50th time that it's been day one, right? And obviously the projects will be different for each day, but the 50th time that it's day one for your workout, the 50th time you purposely wake up with the intention of doing major work in your business, the 50th time you reach out and let people know, hey, I'm doing this thing. I am creating a business. I am selling a service. I have some products, come buy from me. The 50th time you teach a class. Now, this brings to mind something that Cece of the Six Figure Chick actually spoke about. She said, you don't know that you're capable of doing something until you've done it a fair amount of times. So it's the same thing. You got to do something 100 times to become an expert, right? And I really didn't think I was good at doing podcasts, except I've done what? 900 some episodes now. I've done over 200 interviews of people online. I have created thousands of posts online. I have created thousands of microblogs online. There's a lot that I've done online, right? There's a lot of things that I've done over and over again. But what I haven't done as many things of, honestly speaking, is to do a live class over and over again until it's something I know by heart. I know the material inside out, but because I teach it on a one-to-one basis, I teach it when it's necessary. I don't start off with the one-on-one courses like you do in college. I don't start off with, hey, you need to know this before you can know that. You need a prerequisite before you get into this next piece of, mental health information. But I wonder, what would that look like? Could I accomplish that? More than likely, that would be my first New Year's resolution, which is to teach a class 30 days straight, every day for a whole month, and see if I can actually get it to a place where it is really something that people look forward to, something that people really feel good about. And that would be amazing to me, I think. But even still, I need to start with day one. Everything begins with day one. And I think day one has a lot less pressure to it, because it's not, okay, I've done a 14-day streak now, how do I get to 15? If I take a break, what happens next? But if I continue to do day one, I think it's less pressure for me. I think I could maybe keep that momentum. I'm not sure. I'm probably talking out of my ass at the moment. It probably doesn't make any damn sense, but bear with me for a moment. If I get excited at the beginning of every journey, why don't I set it up so that I see every day as the beginning of a journey in the morning, and we close out the journey at the end of the day? I mean, technically that's what it is, right? How far you travel in a day, how much you accomplish in a day, the people you speak to, the information that comes to you, the moods you're in, the food you create, the food you imbibe, like all of that stuff. That's part of a really big journey. And if my life's work is about a hero's journey, and every day has a journey, that's a lot of journeys. That's a lot of excuses for me to start over every morning. Once again, I did a TikTok recently that was kind of silly, of course, but the TikTok was basically saying, look, if you and I get married, we're not getting a divorce. There's no such thing as divorce, because if you get tired of me, I'm going to tell you go ahead and go to sleep, because we go try this again tomorrow. And I like that idea. I like the idea of pushing myself for 24 hours, just 24 hours. Focus on the 24 hours in front of me. And even then, not even the 24 hours, maybe the next hour. Oh my gosh, the most productive I've ever been is when I sit down with Teamwork open, right? It's an app online that helps me keep track of all the tasks that I need to get done. And when I open Teamwork, there is a possibility, not a possibility, there's a timer thing that I can add on there. And I can start the timer and say, okay, this is the amount of time that I spent on this particular project. Which means in the future, if I needed to bill somebody, I have billable hours, y'all, okay? So it's a really cool feature. I really love it. But when I sit down and turn that timer on, I find that I finish the work in half the expected time, because I'm focused on it. The timer's going, I'm paying attention. I'm very, very cognizant, very aware of the fact that there's a timer going. And I'm able to finish the tasks a little bit better. See, as I talk about it, I'm starting to understand, maybe if I come at it with new energy every morning and leave yesterday behind, as in, I'm in competition with myself, obviously. I'm trying to look at how much work I completed yesterday, how much more I need to do today. Obviously, I got to look at that. But outside of that, if I come at it with fresh energy every day, I start the day off with, okay, blank slate, what do I got to do? What's on tap for today? I have no memory or no recollection. I'm not sitting there going through what happened yesterday or anything. I'm just starting with today, and I'm focusing on today, and I have my Teamwork app open, and I'm working on the next hour. And once that's done, I'm working on the next hour. And once that's done, I'm working on the next hour. I mean, I wonder what I could accomplish if I could just make every day day one, and start every day with fresh energy, and start all of my projects, all of my tasks for the day with fresh energy. Like, yo, okay, I'm gonna set a timer. I'm gonna make sure that I intentionally do all of this work. And it's not looking at the whole pile, and how far I have to go. It's not looking at how many more podcasts do I have before I actually hit 1,000? How many days do I have left in the year before I hit 1,000? Am I doing it right? Am I getting the messages out correctly? Like, instead of focusing all of those details, where I could definitely get lost and get sidetracked and psych myself out, if I could really focus on day one, the concept itself, every day, for the rest of the year, I wonder what that would look like. I wonder if I could really start off, a habit of doing something 100 times before I release it into the world as a paid product. I wonder if I could really do something every day like it's brand new, like I've never done it before. I wonder if I could bring that energy every day. I wonder if that could be made into a habit somehow, so that I always have that energy with me. It comes from me. Now, as a projector, I don't get a chance to really generate my own energy, but What if I could find a way? What if I could hack that? As in, put things in place so that when I do wake up, I know exactly what I need to get done and I hit the ground running from the minute my feet hit the floor. I'm wondering. I want to hear you guys' ideas on this. What do you think? Your comments, your feedback, please. Am I completely off my rocker or do I have something here? You think it could work? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. But in the meantime, think about it. What if every day was day one? What would you do then? What would it look like? What would the energy feel like? Would you be excited? I want to be excited, you guys. Sometimes the passion isn't enough. Sometimes the curiosity isn't enough. The new client, the new project, that's kind of sexy. That's kind of exciting. So I'm thinking, I think I'm going to try and see what I can get done. All right, you guys, I'll catch you again soon. Bye.